Fire Festival was one scam that I thought was pretty funny in a way. Apart from the people who got screwed over from that absolute disaster of a festival, there's this one video of this one person and his group of friends who got stranded, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Maybe we all get to burn it down at the end. No, we just burned all of our money.
Now this scam might come close in terms of entertainment wise, except like a bunch of little kids' imaginations probably got ruined. So I guess I'll just go into the website of the actual thing. So there was something called the Willy's Chocolate Experience, and it was gonna happen in Glasgow, Scotland. If you go to the website, it's just filled with AI pictures. There's no actual legit pictures of how anything would look. The person behind it, his name is Billy Cool. If you know about Fire Festival, the dude's name was Billy McFarland. So I guess these people are just giving the Billies in the world terrible reputations. If you go on his Instagram, he's just like 3 posts promoting his books. He has an Amazon page, and I'm gonna bet a pretty good amount of money that all these books that he has on his Amazon page were just created fully with ChatGPT or something. If you go on the website, it's full with AI pictures. Indulge in a chocolate fantasy like never before. Capture the enchantment. It said that it would have an enchanted garden. When the person goes into the experience, they are immediately set upon an enchanted garden with giant sweets, vibrant blooms, mysterious looking sculptures, and magical surprises that add an extra layer of wonder to your chocolatey experience. And it has this AI picture of lollipops and jelly beans. And then after that, there's an imagination lab, which a trademark thing is on there, so I don't know how that works. Boundaries between reality and fantasy harmoniously merge, resulting in an enchanting and visually striking encounter. Brace yourself for an adventure that will leave you spellbound. And the second to last advertised part of the chocolatey experience is the Twilight Tunnel, and it basically says that you go through a passage with captivating projections, enigmatic sounds, and surprising turns that will immerse you in suspense and excitement. It's a heart-pounding experience you've never experienced before. And then it advertised the entire thing as captivating entertainment. Experience captivating live performances featuring charming characters singing original catchy tunes. Marvel at extraordinary props, oversized lollipops, and a paradise of sweet treats. They couldn't at least make the AI picture and then like Photoshop some letters and words. They literally just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna let the AI try to do absolutely everything to make my job slightly easier, even if it takes like 2 minutes of effort. The thing at the bottom is literally just misspelled hell. Catgagating, Carchi tons, XR surgery lollipops, a paradise of sweet teats. So if that wasn't a warning to the people who booked tickets, and I'm not gonna blame them, but this should have been a very, a very obvious thing that this probably was not legit. Each ticket would cost £35 to be able to enter the Willy chocolate experience. Tickets are not refundable. The terms and conditions of non-refundable tickets are agreed upon prior to purchase. It's not looking good. Just from looking at the website for like a minute, even like you could look at it for 30 seconds, you probably tell it's a big old scam. And the actual venue is going to be something called the Box Hub Warehouse, and it seems like this place holds like a bunch of events that people can book for. So when the actual event happened, like the website said, they were going to experience a bunch of stuff like optical illusions, stuff like that, a garden, an imagination lab, and a Twilight Tunnel, and captivating entertainment, and they got very much not that. There's been an entire Facebook group just dedicated just about the scam, and supposedly a script came out that somebody linked, so I made a Facebook account trying to look into that, but I got banned off of Facebook. Not even 30 seconds of making the Facebook account, so I give up. What the fuck, Mark Zuckerberg? Why'd you ban my ass? What the fuck? I didn't do shit. So my immediate thought, just by looking at all the pictures, they really just put a bunch of AI pictures on the wall. I mean, at the very least, they had some type of decorations. I'll give them that. I will give them a slight clap for that, but they had a rainbow, like basically the entire place was empty. I mean, the little kids probably actually had to use their imagination to actually make this even seem worth it. So I mean, they got some part of that right. And my personal concern was, where the absolute fuck are the Oompa Loompas? All right, they actually did have Oompa Loompas. It just looked like a crack house, and there was a part of this entire experience where of like these little kids talking with like Willy Wonka, and Willy Wonka does like a little magic trick saying some shit, and some fucking Death Eater or whatever the fuck pops out from a fucking mirror like a horror attraction, and the kids just start crying.
What is that? It's the unknown.
That have told me that my parents deserved.
Who the fuck is this guy? One of my favorite stories about this entire thing was, his name is Stuart Sinclair, and he took his 2 sons and his 4-year-old daughter to the attraction for, you know, the Willy's experience. He basically said the inside flat out fucking empty, and he said there was a guy wandering around apparently dressed as Willy Wonka, but he didn't seem interested. And then when you got inside, there were a couple of props and a big plastic chocolate thing, which lines up with the picture that I saw. And in the next room, they had test tubes with jelly babies. I said to the kids, at least they would get a bag of sweets, but they gave them 1 single sweet each. Not only you scam the fuck out of these people and their little kids, a basically shitty warehouse with just a couple props placed around, you not only did that, but you couldn't even give them a bag of jelly beans. You gave them 1. You gave them 1, and I think someone else said a quarter filled cup of lemonade. Are you fucking kidding me? This is actually shameful. You couldn't even get the candy part right. With parents finding out about that, the cops were called, and I mean, they were rightfully pissed about this entire thing, and eventually they shut it down. The company later put like a response to the entire event saying that, oh, it was a very stressful and frustrating day for many, and unfortunately last minute we were let down in many areas of our event and tried our best to continue on. I love giving the benefit of the doubt and trying to see like the good side of people or whatever, but there's no good side on this. And they said that they would give out refunds, and they put up a picture that said that 850 people were refunded, but I don't know how real or reliable that picture is. While I let the situation marinate to try and get more people to come out or whatever, the guy who played Willy Wonka came out and spoke out.
Feeling?
And I am so happy he did, because this gives like a insider POV of a person who was hired for the thing. So the Willy Wonka actor spoke out, and his name is Paul Connell. I'll probably mispronounce that, so I'm so sorry. You gotta be a victim of my mispronunciation of names. Went in depth about his experience on the entire thing. Paul basically said that he got hired as Willy Wonka. He couldn't believe it because, I mean, he doesn't look like Willy Wonka. He said, he self-admitted that he probably should have been hired as like an Oompa Loompa or whatever.
Looks at me and thinks Willy Wonka and not Oompa Loompa is out of their mind. I give off major Oompa Loompa energy. But not like a good Oompa Loompa.
When they gave him the script, it was literally AI gibberish.
The script was 15 pages, monologue, pretty much, of AI generated gibberish.
That's why I believe that dude's books, all those books on Amazon, are just AI filled pages of just absolute
ass.
He also said that they did give a single jelly bean and a quarter of a cup of lemonade to the little kids. Yeah, like at least give them like a shirt or something.
We were told on the experience to hand out a jelly bean, 1 jelly bean per child, and a quarter of a cup of Tesco's own brand lemonade. That was what the children got. No chocolate. There was no chocolate to be had at this chocolate factory.
He said that the scripts had like some sections that were kind of dependent on special effects or whatever. I can guess the moment when he walked in and saw that there were no like special effects or whatever. He was probably shitting himself straight up. He was probably like, oh my god, I am doomed.
The script had a moment where I was supposed to suck up the unknown with a giant vacuum cleaner, and I asked about that, and the people running the event were like, we don't know what to do with that, just improvise that. I can't improvise a vacuum cleaner. You either have a vacuum cleaner or you don't have a vacuum cleaner.
This is why I want to praise the actors at the very least. If there's like something positive that came out, I want to give a little good, you know, applaud, like a round of applause for the actors, because they saw the shit show going on and they didn't abandon the entire thing. That they said, okay, you know, this might be an entire shit show, but we have to at least try to give the kids, you know, some sort of experience, even if it includes scaring the absolute living shit out of them with some random guy behind the mirror. So when he came back from one of the breaks that he was promised after his 4-hour stint as playing Willy Wonka, he came back to the absolute shit show when it finally clicked for the parents that this shit was an entire scam, and apparently some things were stolen.
There was things being broken, things being stolen apparently.
I really hope someone stole like the chocolate bar prop. I just literally just walked out with the entire thing. And apparently he said that they got told to hide, so I don't know if they thought like the parents were gonna beat the absolute living shit out of everyone, including the cracked out Oompa Loompa.
I just walked into this after my lunch and was told to hide, which I was like, what has happened?
I hope everyone who suffered by this gets a refund. I feel bad for the actors because I don't think they're gonna get any type of money out of this. I'm pretty sure. I hope Billy Cole actually gets sued. Seems like he's just a consistent scammer. If you liked this video about Willy Wonka and the fraudulent horror factory, you could drop a like if you want, and comment down your reaction to the entire experience and how all these little kids got finessed out of their hopes and dreams of seeing an actual chocolate factory.